It's a
You see,
blessing.
in honor of the British vibe, Maxim, I drink a cup of tea. You see it?
Yes.
Love you. What was that?
I said in honor of the British. Oh,
Yeah, I
this?
know. It says love you more. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so let's start, or I would like to start with my first introduction to Maxi Priest music. Right?
Yes.
This was back in the 80s. I was listening to a Saxon cassette.
Wow.
Back in the day when cassette exists, right?
Yeah.
And I heard you on a saxophone. And I said, who are you? Because, you know, we was fascinated. I grew up in Jamaica, so we were fascinated with saxon sound. Because, you know, British sound, we don't know much about them. But the whole fast talking thing. And then when we start hearing the vocalists, we say, hold on. Them vocalists are wicked, man. Because, you know, in terms of vocalists in Jamaica versus the UK, it's two different things. Right? So when we heard you, we were fascinated. And we said, when come up with them style? Does he write his own lyrics? Him sound like him freestyle sometime. Him do a little DJing thing. But it was fascinating. And then now, moving from there, we heard the album You're Safe.
Yeah.
Was that your first album?
That was my first album. It was very, very first album.
Very first album. So how was the transition from saxophone sound? I guess you were doing local gigs back then also, right? Like singing here and there?
You see, from sound system to live is two different things, right?
Right.
You know, sound system for me is like the glue that that brought the strength of camaraderie amongst our people in England.
Right.
You know, for those who are not really familiar with England, growing up in England was, you know, a very weird and very heavy kind of situation as a young black man, facing racism almost every single day.
Right.
You know, that was like a common assault, you know.
Yeah.
And sound system, as I mentioned before, is like the glue. Sound system is so important. It was like the glue for us to come together and find a place where we could gather and be of strength.
Right.
And somewhat solidify our recognition in England.
Okay.
You know, because you have to understand, growing up in England, it's like English people telling us we don't belong. And then our own West Indian folks telling us that we're English.
Yeah, you're not Jamaican. Yes.
Yeah. But through sound system and through the music and the culture, that gave us an identity. You know, we were somebody. Gave us a sense of belonging. You know, we are now somebody. You know, we're not just that, you know, looking in the sky as a young kid, if you can imagine, looking in the sky going, God, where is it that I'm from? Because these people here tell me I don't belong here. And then my own people telling me about this island that I've never been to.
Right.
Also telling me that I'm English.
Yes.
Kind of, you know, where do we belong? But sound system kind of gave us all of that. It made us...
Gave you an identity.
Yeah, it gave us an identity. It made us feel like we belong. Rasta culture.
Yes.
The groundation of our culture and our history of slavery in Africa and all these kind of vibrations come together. And I don't want to go into no long story about all of that.
No.
But you kind of understand. I have to kind of make you understand that.
Yes.
To kind of understand where it is that we can go from here.
Yes.
Yeah?
Definitely.
So sound system was like it was a world in itself that gave us life. So remind me of the question that you asked me again. Because
I wanted to know.
I don't want to drift from there either.
No, man, you're making some important comments, and for people who follow dancehall and reggae
Yeah.
music and English culture.
Yeah.
We know the strong Rastafarian faith that was involved in the whole movement, how the British youth them developed their own style.
Yeah, but what was the question that you
dancehall.
asked me again from the beginning? What was the question? The question that you asked me that led me to that
was the transition from becoming from dancehall to actually singing.
Okay, good. So I just wanted to kind of give you that groundation as to what it meant for us.
Right.
Singing on the sound system is where I learned my craft.
Right.
You know, enhanced my craft because I learned my craft really from home, just everyday living. My mother was a missionary in Pentecostal church. So we're singing and rejoicing from in my mother's womb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time we come out, this was normal. We're supposed to sing, we're supposed to rejoice, and we're supposed to praise the Most High. You understand? So for me, singing was a norm. That's what I was supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do, right? So anyway, we dip on the sound system, and we, as you said, you know, you heard a lot of the stuff on cassette and stuff like that. From the dance and clubs and the places that we used to play, right? And then I guess because of the tapes and the vibration spreading its wings and going around, that was when I started to be more interested in you know, singing for band and
you're taking it more serious.
Yeah, going into the studio. Right. Not that I didn't have that thought before.
Right.
You understand? Because so my story goes back and forth, because it's weird because I'm talking and then sometimes I feel like I miss out something. Because that's very important so that you can understand where I'm going from.
Yeah, man.
Because I had a frame of mind from early that I wanted to be in this world of singing and entertainment. Right? But sound system was my first avenue. And then from there now, I met up with a guy called Paul Robinson, who was the lead singer of a group called One Blood, which was about 5 brothers of them, right? And he's also known as Barry Boom. I gave him that name, by the way. Barry
you gave him the name Barry Boom.
I gave him the Barry Boom because you have to understand, my groundation is very unique and very different because I grew up with a lot of people that grew up in Jamaica.
Oh.
You understand?
Right.
So my connection to Jamaica was I grew up with people that grew up with Dennis Brown. Gregory Isaac. You know, Junior Reid, when Junior Reid come to England, he would come to my area. Earl Dunkley. All of these men would come to my area, my surroundings. The guy that raised me, Rastaman them. We groomed me and raised me. We're Groundation, Tivoli Gardens, Maxfield Avenue, you know, Rima, Waterhouse, you know, all of these cats I grew up with in England.
Nice.
So when Errol Dunkley and them come to England, they would come to these men. When you know, you name them come to them, set up. So
Maxi,
I know Dennis them before I became a popular singer.
Got it.
Your area was it Brixton at that time? What area?
No. New Cross, Southeast London.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the West Indian community was very big in New Cross.
Massive.
Okay.
You know,
because being from Jamaica, what we always heard about was Brixton.
Yeah, because that's the capital.
Okay.
Of the root of West Indians.
Gotcha.
You understand? But we are from the same Southeast, but it's just down the road.
Nice.
All right.
You understand? So our community our community would go shopping in Brixton.
In Brixton.
But
yeah,
we
because I've been to Brixton Market.
Yeah, there you go. So we would go to Brixton Market for more groundational food.
Yes, man.
And things like that. But you also have to understand that we have our own solid community.
Right.
You understand? So Brixton was almost like Kingston. And New Cross was like suburbs of Kingston.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing, right? But we had a solid community and some groundational man. Anybody, came in from Jamaica would pass through New Cross.
Nice.
All
right, Maxi, let's transition.
From the age of 14, Meras.
From 14?
Yeah, 14.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? My Ross, I have one chose's foot roll up. I have my towel in my back pocket.
Oh, yes.
I have my you understand?
Yeah, man, the rude boy flex.
I have my spring, and my sprangular button them done up to the top.
See.
One shirt out, one shirt in.
Yes.
That's you have to understand my growth.
Yeah.
And my foundation to understand me and who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes.
So me almost like, almost like a chameleon,
Well, that's one of the things that I've noticed, Maxi, because you have an amazing history of music that transcends all these different genres. And I love the fact that I can talk with my parents and they tell me about a time where they saw you in New York, and I can tell them about a time that I saw you in New York or West Palm. So what does it feel to you to know that a generation of so many different generations of families appreciate your music?
That means a hell of a lot to me, because that's always been my road. And I would go back again, right?
Yeah.
I said, I grew up in a home. My mother was a missionary in Pentecostal church.
Yes.
My father listened to country western music.
Oh.
I am from a family of 9 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
My sisters listened to Jackson 5, Donny Osmond.
Yes.
You name all of those trends. My brothers, them listened to Dennis Brown, Burning Spear.
Yeah.
Oswald.
Studio One, Channel One, King Tubby's and the Upsetters, and the list goes on, okay? So, but I have an ability to sing, and this ability that I have to sing was my friend, my personal friend. It was my best friend. You understand? Because anytime I was sad, I could call on him.
Oh, nice.
And every time I was, he would enhance my happiness. You know what I'm saying? So I had that toy as a kid. We didn't have iPhones. You understand? So there was nothing to kind of go like this, yo, and play around with and fool around with. This was my thing.
Yeah.
So if I feel unhappy, if I feel confused, if I downhearted or whatever, I call upon my friend.
Yes.
So it is my duty to make sure that my friend solid.
Wow.
Right? So my friend know, my dad would want me to sing some country western music. And it would be pleasing to him.
Yes.
And my mom would say, boy, sing gospel, you have to sing gospel. And it would be pleasing to her.
Yes.
Okay? And then my sister them now said, boy, sing some Marvin Gaye, man, or some Michael Jackson, or and then my brothers said, yo, what kind of thing that, man? Sing some Burning Spear, man. No one remembers old Marcus Garvey. No one remembers old Marcus Garvey. You understand?
Yes.
And then they said, boy, drop some Dennis Brown. No man is an island. You feel where I'm coming from. And that would nurture me and my friend.
Yeah.
You understand? And then I would sit there as a kid watching musicals and watch people like Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. and and Frank Sinatra. And I would sit there and watch, and my other brothers would be like, can we please turn over the TV? Can we watch something else? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that until now.
Yeah.
Why I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize at the time why I was watching it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just sit there in curiosity. Man, how did he sing like that? How is it that he sings like that? We're from a different culture. We're from a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's singing. It's singing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that cuts through everything. Singing.
Singing.
The consistency.
Right the way it's you. You know? So I'm there nurturing my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And no qualms about whether I'm singing in reggae or whether I'm singing country western or whether I'm singing gospel. I'm singing. And I'm enjoying my feeling and my spirit and my vibration. You know what I'm saying? And nothing wouldn't sweeten me more than my mom getting her spirit and I sing some, my God is real, real in my soul. My God is real, for he has cleansed and made me whole. His love for me would never grow old. My God is real, for I can feel it in my soul.
Oh, wow.
You understand? Nothing would
man.
make me feel more better and happier.
Yes.
You understand? So
Wow.
I guess when I feel and see other people of different cultures and different class and different race appreciating what I'm doing,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could not have asked anymore. Because then it allows me to fly
Nice.
and open up. I don't need to keep my friend in a cage.
Yes. So talk to
You know
me
what I'm saying?
about fly high. Fly high.
Yeah. But I'm glad you mentioned that. That's cool. But what I'm saying is that I also grow now as a young man now to realize that me nurturing my friend and growing him, right? As a father, I also nurture my kids them the same way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't cage yourself, son.
Oh, talk it.
Don't let nobody put you in this box, because when they do that, they keep us down.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So when people are going, oh, he's a reggae artist, I go, no, please don't do me that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And don't do my people that either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? I can sing reggae and I'll sing it to my best ability.
Yeah.
And I love reggae music.
Yes.
And I love the vibration that reggae brings.
Yes.
But don't pigeonhole me. We were all in cages. We were in cages many years ago when they took us from Africa.
Yes.
You understand? So I don't need nobody now to come and say, Max only does this.
Yes.
As I've grown as a man, I realize how important that is. Because I have 8 kids, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them wants to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
One wants to be a carpenter. One wants to do engineering. One wants this. So what am I supposed to say to him? Oh, no. Only carpenters.
Right.
Nobody must do nothing else. You must only do carpentry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How dumb would I sound?
Yeah.
True. Mm-hmm.
So the same applies to music.
Yeah.
Because music is an art.
Yes.
And it's also a business.
Yes, sir.
Don't let nobody twist you on this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's a business. Too many people like Marvin Gaye, or let's not even Marvin Gaye, before that,
Yeah.
have been used in this music business to sing for a wage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So here I am coming up now, and I go, you know what? Yeah, they said I must only sing reggae. I think that's dumb. I think I would be dumb. I would look at myself and go, Max, the life that God has given you, because you only get one in and one out.
Yeah.
Okay? And I limited it to just this. I think that's sad.
Yeah. Must agree with that one. Yeah.
If I don't have the ability, then I understand that. Cool. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If my only ability is to play football, soccer, then great. Then make me do that. Understand?
Yeah.
But I don't understand, and I will not accept people trying to pigeonhole me.
Yeah, I agree.
I will not accept it. So it was an echo from what you said. How do I feel about different people loving what I do?
Yes.
I love that, because when I look at somebody like Bob Marley, Bob Marley sing for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him say, who the cap fit, make them wear it. You understand?
Yeah.
I show my call, me not call no foul. Me never call no foul. Me never tell you who feel like and who not feel like it.
One of my favorite songs that you say for the Maxi.
But it has more, and the saying itself has more meaning than you could ever dream of.
Yes.
Understand? But you know, I came into this business and I watch the people around me and I make my own decisions.
Yes.
So I'm very serious that way. I don't like to be led. I am a leader.
Yes,
Means
sir.
not a follower.
I love it.
When it comes to that, I'm a hard-headed person. Very nice person, very free-spirited person.
Yeah.
But if you're going to try to cage me, we're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm stepping out of business now. I'm saying, why I want to start singing with bands and stuff like that, and transcend myself from sound system into live thing, and you know, put my band together, go in the studio, because you know, one of the true connections to England and Jamaica is a song called "My God, My King." You know this song?
Papa Levi.
Papa Levi, right?
Yeah, man.
Right. Levi was around the sound system with me, right?
Yes.
When I was MAXI Levi.
Oh, you were? Got
Yeah, because you have to remember, my tribe name is Levi.
Levi, right.
Right? And because we were around the sound system, I was like, I'm gonna like Levi and Levi, you know. So I'm tired of that. Want a different name. You know what I'm saying? So I go home and I say, Mom, you know, the Levites, you know, let's, because me and my mom used to kind of reason, reason.
Yeah.
That's that. And she would explain to me, said, the Levites is the priests.
The priest.
Ding! Ding! So as she said it, I went, MAXI PRIEST? Wow. It just rung a bell. It was like, bing!
Yeah, man.
Right? And to this very day, if you tap into the internet and put in MAXI PRIEST, only one person comes up.
Only one.
Yeah. You know, that's a blessing. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
For real.
That is a blessing. That's a whoa. You understand?
Yeah.
And as she said it, it went boom like that. It's
divine.
It just took off. That's where you get the flying part now. You start flying.
Yes.
Fly high, fly high.
Yeah, you start flying now, you know? So I say, well then, wow, okay. MAXI PRIEST, me that.
Nice.
PRIEST. And so I forgot where I was now.
Well, tell me about this new song, Maxi. I want to hear about this you got all this new music out.
Yes.
Tell me about Fly High, and then we have to talk about United State of Mind too.
Fly High. Fly High has some good reasoning and it has some bad reasoning. One bad reasoning, I'm going to start with the bad reasoning.
Okay.
a guy called McGregor came to me for this, with this vibe for this song. And me being the person I am, I greet everybody with open arms.
Yes.
Everybody. I don't care whether you're good, bad, ugly, indifferent. You could be a murderer.
Yeah.
I'm going to greet you with open arms.
Yes.
Because I fear not. I don't fear.
Ashe.
You understand? I don't fear. You understand? Go like this. Because I'm going to give you a liquor story, right? Because my mother used to take us to shopping, right? Yeah. And she would stop people and gather about 5, 6 people and just start praying. And we don't know them. And I'm pulling a dress and we're going, Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she'll get in her spirit and in her Holy Ghost and
yes, and real Pentecostal.
Yeah, I didn't understand it at the time because she's too young kids. But now I understand it. I don't fear like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's only for you to do me something bad. And then I kind of think, well, I don't really need to be around here.
Yeah.
Right.
And no bad vibes to you. No problem.
That's good stuff.
Just take for yourself.
Yeah, I can just take for myself.
Yeah, man.
And this is the thing about this Gregor dude. He come to me with a good vibe. I'm open up my arms. I'm gonna say, yo, yes, man. And we did the song Fly High. Can you hear the rain?
Yes.
Can you hear the rain?
Look a bit.
Yeah.
Authentic.
Yes, because God is real.
Yes.
So and also because I'm saying this, it make the thing rain.
Ooh.
Understand? So me do the song for him. I love the song.
It's
beautiful. We're going to work this. You know, we want to work it and we want to make something happen with this thing. Can't find him, man.
What?
I caught him run gone with my song. And
Stop it.
But you're hearing it. And other people are hearing it. And to this very day, I still don't talk to this brother over the phone. I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to find out what you doing with my song, dude.
Yeah.
What you doing with my vibe? You know what I'm saying? But I love the song. Don't get it twisted. I do love the song. And I think it's a good vibration. But because of your actions, we limit ourselves again.
Totally.
We limit ourselves again because we can't get to make the song fly.
Yes.
we know another foolish move.
Could have been much bigger.
Exactly.
Limit himself.
We're doing exactly what people are training us to do.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
To limit ourselves and cut success. You understand?
What's about United State of Mind?
Well, United State of Mind now is a whole different ball again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because as we are here, this is a United State of Mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is what the true meaning of United State of Mind is.
Okay.
You understand? It's why it's like a God gift, because who would have known this COVID would be here?
Yeah.
Who would have known that we would have been in this time again?
Right.
Who would have known that racism would raise its ugly head again? That we have to be out there fighting again and rioting again and causing fear, confusion, because confusion has risen its head again.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But yet still, a year ago, we recorded this.
Wow, so long ago?
You understand? And we recorded it. I had the honor and privilege of working with a true legend.
Yeah.
A guitarist, Robin Trower.
Yeah.
Right?
Video.
I met Robin through a mutual friend of ours, a very good friend of ours, Livingston Brown, who is also on this album.
Yes,
right?
yes, I read.
Well, I've worked with Livingston Brown probably about 30 years.
Wow, very cool.
When I keep relationship, them keep long.
I see. So we friends forever. We besties.
Long. You know, I have friends from when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And I have many of them.
Awesome, Maxi. That's a
Understand?
testament to your character.
All right. Amen for that. But when I say I met Robin.
Yeah.
He was coming out of a session with Livingston Brown, and we got talking. It was just by coincidence. I met him, and Livingston introduced me to him, and we start talking, and then I realized that he came from the same era that I came from, Southeast London.
Yeah.
Catford, which is probably a mile or 2 miles from New Cross.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And you have to understand that this guy is prolific. This guy is a legend, truly a legend.
Yes.
Right? That's been playing from 60s. You know, his guitarist.
Amazing.
He's trained.
Yeah, world famous. Yeah.
Massive, right? Anyway, so we get talking, and the final Sam come from Southeast London, and there's a kind of accent, and then there's a kind of way of speaking that comes from there, just like everywhere else in the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So me and him there, we start kicking it, and we start talking and laughing and joking, and then we just end by saying, "Yo, let's just try something, you know? Let's just kick it and try something."
Yeah.
Right? On the other hand, Livingston was before we met, Livingston was kind of us apart because he couldn't see how it would work.
Right.
He couldn't understand how me and him would make any kind of sense in music.
Okay.
Right? Cool. But anyway, that was a short story of how we met.
Yeah.
But basically, when the three of us came together and finally understood what it is that we were trying to do, was exactly the word united state of mind. Because we came together to unite something and create something unitedly as a gift to the world.
Wow. I love that.
You understand? As a gift to the world. Because, you know, he's, you know, Purple Harlem, you know these groups. This is where this man's coming from. Purple Harlem is a giant group. The man is a monster in this. Way before we could have even smell music.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And then Livingston Brown is also a unique brother because him father a Rasta man. But him is a very hey, good morning kind of chap. But his brother and sister them love reggae music.
Raga.
But him, he's so he's classically trained.
Yes.
Awesome, classically trained.
Yeah.
Both in music and in engineering and in producing. Not no man where have a computer and say, boy, I love that beat there, you know.
Right.
No, that kind of producing.
No, proper.
I talk about somebody who can go into the studio and mic up a drum kit. Or explain to an orchestra, you playing A, you playing F, you know, you C minor sharp, B minor, you know, and talk to them.
Right.
Beautiful.
And make the song where you want to hear come out.
Yes.
You understand what I say?
Yes.
Cause I don't really like play around with people when I don't really like play around with people when really teach me now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's not a diss.
Yeah.
It's not a diss. It's only because the life where God give you only short. So short. So I don't really like play around with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short. So anyway, so this is the true meaning of united state of mind, right? And we created something that none of us dreamt. We never saw the vision of that. We never dreamt that vision. We never knew where it was coming. But we trusted.
Yeah.
We trusted in each other and the faith of the Most High.
Totally. Totally.
You understand? And the trio would sit down in a room and him play him guitar, Robert Livingston play him keyboard, right? And me come with my melodies and me singing. And there was a space that I didn't care if I made a mistake. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't frightened of making a mistake. So I gave my heart and my soul. And together we sat down there and we thought about songs, ideas, you know, and built the songs and melodies and
the lyrics.
Yeah, and everything together.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So if ever I'm going to tell you that, you know, we brought our heart and soul to this. You know, and it's just a weird situation because if you close your eyes and listen to this album, but think of Muhammad Ali, Marvin Gaye, Martin Luther King, Kennedy, and the whole of that environment. Right? And then close your eyes and listen to this album. It brings you into a modern time of that. Because before COVID, for me, right, before COVID, everything was running 100 miles an hour. Mad. So I even stopped to wonder, do people listen to music or are they just watching music? Are we watching music? Is it a fashion show? Because more, boy, you see where my weird, wicked, my yo, my man, Louis Vuitton, yo, man, that makeup is awesome. She looks beautiful. Wow, awesome. You know, you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Right, and then along comes COVID, and he goes, hold up,
slow it down,
hold up. Maybe we need to listen to some music.
And how about that? Listen to some music.
How about we listen to some? When say pum pum this, pum pum that?
Yeah.
When say?
No.
Child, I don't think you should be listening to this.
Hello.
Yeah.
So now we're listening.
And
we're cleaning out.
Yes.
We have cleaned out, we have shuffled some things, and we have got, you know, something, because we have some responsibility. What a friggin' joke. We got some responsibility. Damn, we brought some people on this earth that didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility. Did anybody tell us that we had a responsibility? I mean, God damn it. Didn't you know that? Well, anyway, COVID comes and COVID goes, think, listen,
your mind,
smell, watch what go on. Because there could be a conspiracy going on here. There could be.
Yeah, could be.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know. Yes. There could be. But just watch, listen,
right,
think.
Yeah.
And
pay attention. Pay attention.
And some compassion.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's just a learning process. We're all going through a learning process, right? But while this COVID came along, I had this album. And then I'm going, wow, maybe I should put this album out. Because before the COVID, everything was running 100 beats per minute. It's going 100 miles per hour. And I couldn't find where to put the album.
Wow.
Because nobody wasn't listening.
Right.
Nobody's not listening. Because every beat, we don't know reggae anymore. Because
True.
It's mixed with calypso.
Wow.
And it's so fast that nobody's going dum 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 dum. There's a natural mystic flowing through the air. It's we don't know what it is anymore. It's so fast that everything is sounding the same. Because everybody in the studio is at 120 beats per minute.
Yeah.
It's fast. If you don't go into, before COVID, if you don't go into the studio and put 120 beats per minute, then you're not in the range of where the music is.
Wow.
And don't take a chance to do anything else because nobody ain't listening.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying? So everything's going this way. We're going. But nobody knows when to stop. So God tells you to stop. God says, stop.
Yes.
God says, stop.
You know.
You remember when Moses go for the 10 Commandments and when he come back, ever build a statue?
Yes.
Building a statue.
Yes.
God says, stop. When I'm not really sure where they're going. And when I say that, please take a stop and think yourself. There was a point at the beginning of this year where I was thinking, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I turned to my management and I said, management, why more come off the road? I want to stop. I want to stop because I feel like I don't know where I'm going. I need to go home. Please make a ticket to Jamaica. I want to go home. So I applied to Jamaica. And I'm still on tour, right? And then my uncle died over here, right? So while I'm here, I can go to his funeral. Do what we're doing, right?
Condolences.
Bam! After the funeral, COVID. What's COVID? COVID is a big stop sign. Stop! Massive big stop sign. It said, red, stop. Right? And it's funny because, like I said to you before, I was like, telling my management and everybody, I just want to take a chill pill, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired. We're going and going and going, but I don't know where we're going anymore.
So, Maxi.
Yeah.
So that album, you say, it kind of, you put it out because of COVID and it was just a calming type vibe for you?
Yeah. I've never had anybody say that to me, but that's exactly right. Nobody's ever actually said that, what you just said to me. But that makes a whole heap of sense.
Yeah, man.
Because I would have never put that album out.
No. Because when I first heard it, when I first heard it, I was like, hold on, this is not Max's usual thing. This kind of jazzy, kind of R&B. She has a whole bunch of influences.
It's everything. It's music.
Everything. It's everything.
I like how you described it with all those people because I do get that vibe. Now I have to go back and listen based on what you've educated.
No, please listen to me. When I say close your eyes and think of Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King, Kennedy, and Marvin Gaye, right? And bring yourself back to there, right? We are repeating it. Because racism is raising its head again.
Yes.
The turmoil with Donald Trump and the whole idiot argument wagwan.
Yes.
Right? And the confusion that we have led ourselves into.
I like how you said that we let ourselves into.
No, we have. We are. So what? Who's responsible for us? No, we're responsible for ourselves.
True.
If more than ever, if more than anything, COVID has told us, look into yourself.
Yeah.
If it's nothing else you get from this.
Yeah.
Just look into yourself because nobody is more responsible for yourself than yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me's not one of them man that make mistake and blame everybody else. You understand?
Ownership, yes.
And the mistake me make are my fault.
Yes.
Me.
Maxi.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this question before, because this is a must question.
Yeah.
On the album, you're safe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but you have a song on it called "Hey Little Girl." You remember the song there?
It's the very first song I ever did in my whole life.
Are you serious?
As of a recording song. Yeah.
Maxi.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song of Maxi. You know, hear what happened? You see the song there? Let me tell you something. You see that song?
Every time I hear it, I close my eyes and I look for the nearest exit or
no, man, brethren. Let me tell you about the song.
Open up the ground so I can get in there. No,
let me tell you.
Only because of young immaturity. Just
No, but you are being honest.
No, and trust me, don't get what I'm saying wrong either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because to be honest with you, if you are an artist,
right,
you must have started from somewhere.
Hello.
Yes.
Right? And if you haven't got the chance to go, then you're not an artist.
Yeah.
Because then you would have had to go and do plumbing or electrician or building or something else. Because the people would not have allowed you to grow.
Sure.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Follow your deep Roman. Listen, man,
yeah.
That song, right?
Yeah.
We used to have a sound system in Westchester County. This is back in New York. A place called White Plains with a sound named Paradox Music. My brethren, Daddy Blues, Mike Arrow, and Vinny. That song was one of our anthem. We put on the song. You see when it come to red light business, blues dance, Maxi, and you turn on the red light. Yeah, man. Hey, little girl, have to play, brother. It have to play. The song they have to play, blood.
That is unique for me.
They are unique.
and you have to imagine, I get lots of stories.
Yes.
Every day I do interviews. Sometimes I'm doing 3-4 interviews a day.
I believe. Yes.
And I get all kinds of stories. Right? But you see that song there that you're talking about?
Yeah.
I can remember as a kid going into the studio, frightened as hell. I gotta get this done. If I don't get it done, then I wouldn't have achieved anything and I couldn't have conquered it. Right. And then being able to then press it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And have my box of records under my arm.
Nice.
Right? Going out into these places where I thought everybody was going to buy one.
Right.
And everybody just wanted one free. and you soon learn how this thing works.
Business. What you say, business, man.
Yeah, you soon learn how this thing really works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a leisure of love.
Right. There's money to be made too.
And it's not just
financial.
For sure. And it's not just your compassion of being able to sing and all of that. It's all different elements.
Yes, sir. Yes,
of this thing.
So I have a question.
Sandy, go ahead, Sandy.
So with the podcast, this 90-Day Win podcast, this season we're talking about Believe. And I saw your daughter, I think she just turned 12, right? You're just celebrating her birthday.
Yes.
So
it's not my daughter, actually. It's my granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Well,
yeah.
Granddaughter.
Yeah. But I just don't keep going out there going, hey, granddad, you know.
Where's the Maxi? If you wanted, you could have another one.
Reggie,
think of more kids.
It's not even so much that. It's just that, you know, as we said, you know, it's a business.
Yes.
And there's perceptions.
Yes.
True.
And there's perceptions.
So
let's
talk about
perceptions. And there's perceptions.
Listen, Maxi, believing this season, believe, right? So what would you encourage a young person, you know, whether it's a grandchild or a child in this time, you know, what is the mindset you would encourage these young people? You talked a lot about what you've experienced in your career and just the faith and belief you've had in your ability.
Did you read it? Did you read it?
Friend.
Did you read the post?
I did read the post.
Can you remember anything of it?
I remember you, I read a lot of posts, Mackie, but I think you said something to her about she can do anything and, you know, believing in herself. So yeah, I want some of that encouragement. What would you give my viewers for the 90-Day Win podcast on the subject of belief?
You got the most important part of it.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, you know, there was like, don't get lost in the what was the exact words I used? Don't get lost in the hocus pocus.
Yes, you did say hocus pocus. You did put that.
You know, because it's all hocus pocus. Because you really have to kind of you have to try to understand yourself first.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? And when I say understand yourself, we have to understand of ourselves as individuals from our groundation.
Okay.
Right? And this is where I have a problem with one parenting. Yeah? Both as man and both as woman. And not allowing our own misunderstandings to stand in the way of the growth of the child that didn't ask to come here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right? Me and you might not like each other. That's our problem.
Yes.
Not that child's problem.
I agree.
Understand? Me and you may hate each other. That's our problem.
Exactly.
It's not their problem.
Yeah.
And it should not be their problem. And if you bring somebody in this world that never asked to come here, you don't have a right to fill that mind with your foolishness.
That's good.
Amen.
You don't have a right to do that. You understand? Because you're caking up this person, you're clogging up this person's ability to grow.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, a sin. It's a sin, Rasta. It is a sin for a man to argue with the girlfriend or the wife, you know, and allow the ears of the child to absorb that.
Yeah.
It is also wrong of the mother to also do that too.
Sure is.
You understand? This is a flower, and we have to water it and grow it and nurture it.
Yes.
And make it can grow and bloom and spin to become the next president of the world.
Yes.
And give us some strength, because each one of us have a responsibility for our nation and the growth of our people. Yes. All of us individually have a responsibility. Yes. And it don't matter whether you do road sweeping or you're a dustbin man or you're a cleaning lady or you work in the biggest building in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? We all have a responsibility because we're only here for a time.
Yes.
True.
And the next generation comes. Now we either leave it messy or we leave it kind of open and free and clean so that the next generation can survive.
Yeah.
Well said, Mr. Priest.
Yeah.
You know, and so what do I really say to a kid like that? I say, grow, and try to experience life. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah. Don't
let nobody limit you. And least of all, don't limit yourself. And fear not, because the fear is really only yourself. You fear yourself. Because people around you have built this I can't fear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking ins and outs here, and but I'm you know, because it's difficult sometimes to actually string words together to make the whole sentence.
Yeah.
But life doesn't go like that either.
I'm with you.
Life is not just a one sentence.
Yes.
Life has different things coming to it. So that's why I'm talking like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get everything in this one little space that we got here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come all sweet, and
No.
it doesn't come all sour, and it don't come all bitter. There's different flavors to this life and this world that we're living in.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to say, be open-minded, you know, and don't shut things off because of your own misunderstanding. Be open-minded and open your arms.
And fly.
First, and as I said that, right, it just reminded me, first seek God.
Mm.
And everything else come after. And that's, I can hear my mom saying that in my ears. God first, and everything else come after.
Yes.
And that's what I live by. So if that's any help,
that's right on. That's exactly.
Pray that's some help. Yeah.
Sandy.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Maxi, we started out with You're Safe, which was your very first album, right?
Yeah.
And I want to talk about your, there's so many albums, but we don't have enough time for that, Maxi. That's about 2 minutes worth of interview.
And I'm talk long too. So
no, man, but I'm not worried about you talk long, but your career longer than you talk. Your career can't end. But anyway, I want to talk about your last offering. The album, It All Comes Back to Love.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that album. You have a couple tracks on there with Shaggy, about 3 or 4 tracks with Shaggy. The song that stands out for me is the one with you, Estelle, Anthony Hamilton.
Oh my gosh.
How did that come about, Maxi? How you pull that off? What was that about?
That's probably my least favorite of them all.
Really?
Oh, come on, man. That's a good song. That's a good song.
You probably don't like all them people on it.
No, you know what I'm like? I bet you. Maxi, your favorite song is My Pillow? Is that your favorite?
Why you say that?
That's your favorite song, Maxi, My Pillow?
Why you say that?
Because that is such a Maxi song.
You said My Pillow? Is that what you said?
Yeah, My Pillow.
On that CD?
No.
That's not your favorite.
Song is It All Comes Back to Love.
That song is I like that one.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because, again, you know, this is groundational for me.
Okay.
Because I can hear my mother say, okay, what you do? It all have to come back to love.
Sin.
That's beautiful.
You learn to forgive and you learn to forget and you move on. Because if you don't learn to forgive, all you're doing is like a computer. You're just clogging up the hard drive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't learn to forget, the hard drive just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and full of pure foolishness.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
It's just pure foolishness.
You can't teeth the one there, Sandy. Teeth the one there.
But the only thing that allows you to breathe is what? Love. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that allows you to breathe.
Yes.
Love of yourself, love of others. Yes, you are absolutely right.
And God is love. So you can't get no better than that.
All comes back to love, Ragga.
That's right. It don't matter where you want to go or what you want to say or where you want to do.
Well,
if you don't come back to that, you will never find the art of forgiveness.
That's true.
But Maxi, guess what?
And if you don't find the art of forgiveness, you will find that you clog yourself up and you can't move.
Yeah.
Very important.
It is.
Me still love My Pillow. That's my song.
Reggie, you know something? My pillow leads back to love.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Oh, you are talking to Maxi Priest. You understand.
All right, sir. But all right, so I was telling, all right, on my radio show on Sundays, Recovery Sunday, lpiradio.com, right? We love to play, we do a lot of vocals, mostly vocals.
Right.
Dennis Brown, Frankie Paul, MAXI PRIEST, Killer You, Sanchez.
Yep.
And there's this song that you do when they I think it's a makeover that you did. Dennis Brown did it also. The song name, come on now, I'm blanking out. Jesus, it's come on. Let me Google it real quick. But it's a song that Dennis Brown did, and you did it also. It's a lovers rock song. Jesus, why am I blanking out now? Move on until we can remember. Move on until I'll pop back up in my head in a second. So we'll bring that back up. Well, let's talk about your song with Roberta Flack, the Grammy song. In Freeze?
I think he's still there.
Is he?
No, he's gone.
His time is up?
I don't know, but he's gone.
He was frozen for a minute.